Hi, I'm Randy Altman with Post Perspective. We're here at SIGGRAPH 2023. This is Ollie Rankin from Pansensory. Interactive?
Correct.
So it's been a year. SIGGRAPH Vancouver is where we met for the first time, and we talked a lot about virtual production. So why don't we get into a little bit about that, how that has evolved over the year, and then also AI.
For sure.
So let's dig into that first.
Yeah, so I mean, virtual production is definitely, we're still on the ramp up, I think, of virtual production. Last year it almost felt like everybody that was going to jump in had jumped in, but I think there's still more people getting into the game, recognizing the benefits of being able to do, use those sort of mixed reality filmmaking techniques to streamline their creative process, or to give more sort of ability to iterate and sort of more immediacy to the digital creative process.
Do you feel like, you don't have to be a big giant studio to be doing that kind of stuff, right?
Correct.
You could do it pretty much anywhere.
There's a lot of people figuring out how to do it in their bedrooms.
Yeah.
A lot of small indie studios are figuring out pipelines. And it's amazing to see, whereas with the older, sort of more traditional style visual effects, the learning curve was quite slow, but I think people are learning and sharing their knowledge very freely in virtual production. So it's benefiting from sort of this new culture of sort of sharing creative knowledge and techniques.
Yeah, and do you want to talk about projects first? Do you have something going on now that's a virtual production project? Mixed media?
It's got a bit of a virtual production bent to it, but it's let's talk about that. So I'm currently developing an immersive theater virtual reality hip opera called Rhymes with the Times.
Okay.
It's an anthology of slam poetry and rap performances that take place in a series of surreal virtual worlds, and it has the diversity of visual styles of say A Love, Death and Robots, the social commentary of Black Mirror, but it takes place in virtual reality, and it requires the audience to participate. So the audience have to solve an escape room style puzzle in each world in order to unlock the performance. And then they get a sort of choose your own adventure afterwards to decide which world to teleport to next.
So that sounds like an incredibly complex workflow, because you have to figure out all the different possibilities. So how do you manage that?
So some of that is handled by the fact that there is that it's happening in real time and it's live. So there's a live operation of it to deal with the fact that it could take people different amounts of time to figure out how to solve the puzzles, or they may even need to be prompted with tips or hints to solve the puzzles.
Gotcha.
And yes, it also needs to take into account the fact that some people are going to be first-time VR users and some might be very experienced. So, but yes, so I'm using the expertise that I developed over the pandemic at creating live music festivals in VR. And so using the same platform, Sansar, which I've been involved with now for nearly 4 years. Sort of building on that, but also, telling stories that have a hopefully possibility of making a positive impact on the world as well. So.
When do you expect that to be out and available?
So we're very close to having a playable version of the first world, and there will eventually be something like 15 worlds. We've got 3 of them that are in development at the moment, and that first one, once it's playable, then we'll start shooting some promo material and inviting people into the world to explore it, and using that as a fundraising tool to build out the rest of the production.
Very, very cool. And so this is day 2 of SIGGRAPH. What have you seen that's impressive? What trends do you see developing?
obviously this is the year of AI, and it's a very interesting time when you think about it. On the one hand, we're here at SIGGRAPH, and all of the technology companies are either bragging about how they're using AI to speed up or disrupt workflows, or people are looking at ways to do that. But at the same time, AI is one of the sticking points in the writers' strike, and so all of these visual effects studios that are here are being starved of work at the moment because that there's not the throughput of filming going on to feed their pipeline. So it's quite a juxtaposition.
It really is. And I was talking to somebody a little while ago who was talking about AI and how it's just, it could help with like keyframing and automating some really repetitive tasks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But also how it could give you a head start on the creative process, but hopefully not using it in a bad, evil way.
Yeah, and obviously we're all concerned about AI being used to, steal somebody's unique creative style.
Yeah.
And yes, there need to be some guardrails in place to protect against that. Obviously, some of the providers of AI services are working with the Shutterstocks or the Getty images or whatever to make sure that they know the provenance of all of the images that those AIs have been trained on. It's very interesting to see how people are trying to bring some of that virtual production sort of real-time immediacy in allowing AI to have that immediacy. So I was watching a demo at the Production Summit, which is also being shown here at SIGGRAPH. A company called Devant.
Oh yeah,
that allow you to bring a live camera feed in as a source to re-trigger the AI.
Yeah, and then they have like different not templates, but different sort of genres, and so you could be in space or you could be an anime and whatever, which is it is pretty cool. I saw that demo and I really liked it. But I'm going to let you get out there and check out some more cool gear.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank
Always
you,
lovely
Ollie.
to talk to you, Randy.
Same here.